Hi guys, we're doing a collab today. And today's collab is with Kim from Kimmy's Boxes. And we are doing the Ace Beaute Quintessential palette. This is a palette bingo. And I didn't, but my random number generator chose some doozies. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Andi, and I'm really happy that you're here. So let me show you what I have to work with here. First of all, here's the palette. It is a very diverse palette. It has a lot of cools, it has some warms, it has shimmers, it has mattes, it has a lot. And it's Ace Beaute, which is one of my favorite companies. Okay, so these are the shades that we're working with. The tangerine, the berry, the rose, the starry nights, and the amber. So we have the yellow, we have this really pretty rose shade, we have this berry shade, we have this silver white shimmer, and we have this tangerine. Now of all of these shades, the tangerine is the only matte. This are all shimmers. Yes. So this is going to be fun. Oh my goodness. I have been over this over and over this to see what I'm going to do, and I have no idea. Especially with only one matte, that's gonna be tough. My eyes are primed and prepped. I actually used this patchouli shade right here to set my eyes. Primed and set, not primed and prepped. Whatever. So let's just go ahead and get started, want to? Dabber. I'm gonna go into that tangerine shade. I'm gonna go into this tangerine shade right here, and I'm gonna put that on my entire lid. Yes, we're getting the whole lid. I have only used this palette one other time, and if you saw my April Fool's Day collab with Lana Dalton, yeah, that's when I used it, and that was fun. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, how we both did our videos without laughing, I have no idea. Because that was some funny stuff, man. I'm going to actually do a little bit more of a flatter brush than this fluffy brush. It's a really pretty, like, melon color. It's not real orange. The photo, you know, not all photos are a exact representation of the palettes that they are showing, the palettes they are representing. It looked like this was a really warm color, like an orange, and it really isn't. I sometimes go a little while between, like, I have several Ace Beaute palettes, and I sometimes go a little while between using the Ace Beaute, and whenever I go back to it, I'm like, oh yeah, the formula is just absolutely wonderful. I love the Ace Beaute formula. We need to go a little bit out further on this eye. So are you guys subscribed to Kim from Kimmy's Boxes? I think most of my subscribers are subscribed to Kimmy's Boxes. Kim has become a really good friend of mine, and she does unboxings, mostly Kimmy's Boxes, you know. She does unboxings, mostly. She does some hauls. She has been getting more and more into makeup, and I am so excited for that because she does beautiful makeup. She'll tell you that she doesn't, and she'll make all these excuses about how she's not any good. No. She is. Don't let her fool you. Don't let her fool you. Okay, I'm going to now So that's my one matte, guys. You know, they always say don't put a shimmer in your crease, but you know what I say? They're not the boss of me. So I'm going to go into this berry shade, and I'm just actually going to have it on a brush that I would use in my crease, and we're going to see what happens, because I'm not sure. It may be nothing. It might be too light. It's a little bit of a darker color. I'm sorry. This shade right here. I would have loved to have gotten that rosewood. I'm going to try to do this in my crease. I maybe have shot myself in the foot by putting this all over my lid. I don't know. We'll see. It is changing the color a little bit. I think I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush. A little bit bigger brush. I use the brush that I was going to use on that tangerine. Put it in that berry shade. And load that brush up and see if I can get some color payoff from this shimmer. I may not be putting this in my crease. I may be just putting it on the outer edge of my lid, above my crease, where you would maybe put a transition shade. Because I do have hooded eyes, so I tend to make my crease color go a little bit above. Partially hooded eyes anyway. I am getting a little bit of fallout, a little bit, but it's probably because I'm using the total completely wrong brush. But, I mean, that's the brush, that's what I want it to do. Okay, yeah, that looks like pretty much the same shade as the other, and it doesn't really have much shimmer to it, but I'm gonna go into that rose shade next. This one right here, and it is a shimmer as well. You know, some of these, when I looked at them on the photo, which is why I'm showing it to you instead of putting a photo up here and having an arrow point to it, because the photo is not a good representation of this palette at all. I'm just putting that in my crease. A little bit above my crease, actually. That is one big flippin' mess. All right, you guys, I'm going to take this fluffy brush and I'm going to diffuse that out. It's a clean brush. I'm going to diffuse that out a little bit, because it's not looking the way I want it to, but that's because you're not supposed to put a shimmer in your crease, because I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. Stand by. Okay. I'm going to take this little Wet n Wild brush, and I have some eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to cut a pretend crease, only because that gold is not really going to show up very well on that orange, I don't think. So I'm not doing the entire lid, I'm just doing the front. And I'm going to hope that I can pull this off. I do have some fallout to fix. Okay. Man, I really wish I would not have done that. I really wish I would have not have put that pink shade up there. But we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go into that amber shade. The shade right here. It is a gold shimmer. And I'm gonna put that right in the front where I did that pretend cut crease. I'm going to take a little brush and I'm going to try, because my pinky's not going to work the rest of the time, the rest of the way in. There we go. And then I'm going to blend that line in the middle. A little bit. Now I'm going to take that rose shade again, this rose shade right here, and I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to put that in the middle of the two, and a pink and a yellow, or a pink and a gold will make an orange. So I'm kind of creating another shade. See why I don't put things on with my finger? Because they get on my fingernail and then they go all over my face. That's what they do. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to go into that Starry Nights. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner because that's kind of a no-brainer. I kind of wish I would have gone in a different direction, like putting the Starry Night on the lid with the cool pinks. But I was just feeling fire, I guess. I really wanted to use that tangerine on the lid because it's a matte. It's the only matte. But that's what the random number generator drew. I bet she won't let me pick again. She probably did an amazing job. Okay, I'm going to take this smaller brush. This is the Andi Hot and Flashy. No, it's not. It's a BK. I always say that too. It's not a BK. It's a BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to go back into that rose shade, that same shade that I just used on my lid. And I'm going to go underneath my eye. Okay, you guys, I think that's done. I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna do liners, lashes, lips, brows, because I forgot to do those. And we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We are back with our finished look. Liner and lashes make all the difference in the world. They really do. I was not in love with this look at all. A couple times I almost stopped the camera and started over. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because that's not real life. We got to roll with the punches. I will show you what I used on the rest of everything. I actually, for my brows, I used the cinnamon shade in this palette. I thought it worked really well for my brows. I did use my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. I used it on top of my lashes and I tight lined with it. I used the Trace Stick mascara on my first two coats. And then I used the Buxom Extrovert on the second 2-3 coats. On my lips, I did not use a liner because I picked one up. And this is a crown liner. I think I got it in my ice cream box. But it's really dry and it wasn't working out. But on my lips, my lipstick is the NYX Liquid Suede, which is one of my favorite brands of lip color, is the NYX Liquid Suede. This is in the shade Cherry Skies. Yes, Cherry Skies. I rarely wear it, And then every time I wear it, I'm like, dang, why don't I wear that more often? Because it's such a pretty red shade. And I wanted something a little dramatic, you know what I mean? So that's what I used. And so I am not unhappy with this finished look. I think that I pulled it off. Tell me, you guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below about the look, about the color story that the random number generator chose. And make sure that you go over and check out Kim. Her video is going to be linked in the description box below, as well as her channel. Go show her some love. I was so excited when she asked me to do this collab because this is our first collab together. So thank you so much, Kim, for asking me to do this collab with you. I will collab with you any day. This was our first collab together, but it will not be our last. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.